Science 24, Unit A, Chapter 2, Common Chemical Reactions in Our Lives. Chemistry happens all around us. Everything is made of chemicals, and chemical reactions are required for life, as well as for many processes that we use. Section 2.1 is Useful Reactions. Almost everything you do involves a chemical reaction. During a chemical reaction, substances react to produce new substances with different properties from the original substances. For example, launching a space shuttle, which we're not really doing anymore, but hydrogen and oxygen combine to produce energy to power the shuttle, and water. As well, acid indigestion in your stomach can be treated with an antacid, which is a base. So an example of that chemical reaction would be magnesium hydroxide plus hydrochloric acid, forming water, and magnesium chloride, which is a not acidic or basic. Ripening of bananas is also a chemical reaction. Bananas release ethylene, which triggers enzyme production, and these enzymes speed up the chemical reactions. Amylase breaks down starch into sugar. Amylase, ending in ASE, means it's an enzyme, so that's part of the ripening process. Other enzymes trigger color change and softening of fruit as it ripens. Enzymes break down large molecules. Smaller ones evaporate, and that's the aroma of ripening bananas or ripe bananas. As to baking bread, flour is made of cereal grains that release starch and proteins when they're milled. When flour is mixed with water and yeast, enzymes in the yeast break down the starch. Other enzymes react with some of the sugar produced from the starch to produce carbon dioxide and ethanol, which is C2H5OH. The carbon dioxide bubbles move throughout, the carbon dioxide itself bubbles through the mixture and causes the dough to rise. Heat causes the pockets of gas to expand. The alcohol burns off, that is, the ethanol burns off in the baking process, and we are left with the baked bread. Nice, soft bread. In bleaching, household bleach helps us keep white laundry looking bright and clean. Two types of bleach. Chlorine bleach contains sodium hypochlorite. Is made by bubbling chlorine gas through sodium hydroxide. That's usually what's found in household bleach and laundry soap with bleach. What happens? Well, chlorine is an oxidizing agent which removes colors and stains and also disinfects. Swimming pools have chlorine added to do that, basically to disinfect. This produces hypochlorous acid, which kills microorganisms by destroying cell membranes and inner enzymes inside the microorganisms. The other kind of bleach is peroxide bleach, which contains hydrogen peroxide or other peroxide-releasing chemicals. It's often used before dyeing your hair, for example. Digestion of food also involves chemical reactions. Digestive enzymes break down the proteins, carbohydrates, and fats from foods. Amylase, which we mentioned before, in saliva breaks down starch. Protease in the stomach speeds up the breakdown of proteins into amino acids. And lipase in the intestines breaks down fat into glycerol and fatty acids. And that's what we need to know from section 2.1.